You alright, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Nothing fancy, guys, about this here video. I just literally sitting here in my office at home doing a bit of work, and I was just like, I need to fire up a video to keep you guys up to date with what's going to be going on. So nothing fancy about this one. I'll just go bang out 10 minutes here. Anybody wants to sit and watch and listen to me rambling on, then sit back, chill out. If not, then we'll find a different video to watch. Not going to be for you. Yeah, so first thing is Bear Strong. Obviously, it's now on my YouTube channel. It was a great thing getting it on the YouTube. Like everything I've done, a lot of things has been a learning curve, and putting it up on Amazon probably wasn't the best start I should have went for. But it's on YouTube now, and far more people are getting to see it. The likes and the follows are going up and up every day, more and more views. Feedback has been amazing, reaching out to a lot more people, which is the whole idea behind it. So it's great to see it spreading. If you haven't watched it, watch it, make sure you share it on. So all's going good with that side of things. A Bear Strong website is up and going now, bearstrong.co.uk. And it's allowing people to sort of contact this with an idea of what they're wanting to book before and things like that there, which is great. It saves a lot of to and froing. It gives you an idea of what things they do, what services they provide, and then all the merchandise and all is on there as well. So it's flying, it's doing good. So last weekend, I guess what most of this video is going to be about. Last weekend, I went over to London. There was a guy, Vincent, contacted me from Masculine Studios. Very well known photographer, very popular, and he asked if I'd be willing to do a shoot with him. And I looked at some of Vincent's content and looked at the shoots that he'd done, and that you could tell the quality was just like really high class. But the type of shoots he was doing was things that I knew was out of my comfort zone. And I talked to John and that there, and talked to other ones, and was just like, I don't know what to do. Should I do this? Should I not do it? And then ones were like, yeah, go do it. You know, like, you don't have to share pictures. You just have them for yourself and that there. And then it was more myself. Like, I do this all the time. Where I let something hold me back, and then I twig on to I'm letting something hold me back, and then I get pissed off at myself for letting something hold me back. And I was just sitting there going, why do you not want to do this? And I do this all the time. I like always sit and have conversations with myself. And I was sitting there, I was like, why do you not want to do it? And then I was like, because the images, I don't want people to see them. Why do you not want people to see these images? Because you know what people are like. Everybody's going to have an opinion on it, and you know what people locally are going to be like. There's going to be a lot of nastiness. And then like that, I was like, all right, so you're not doing it because you're worried about this, what the same dickheads of all time are going to say yet again. And then I got pissed off at myself because I was annoyed that I was still letting, negative people like hold me back. So I was like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna go and do it. And I went and done the shoot, met Vincent and his husband, two lovely people, and definitely like made me feel at ease with doing it. And like, I've done shoots and all before, like, I'm not like, it's not as if I've never been in front of a camera. It's just that I knew that I wanted to challenge myself in this, and I wanted to see myself shot in a certain way, that the way that other people are shot in, and that I wanted to see what it would look like. And I had to trust in Vincent and John, because like Vincent and John are two people who would have would think of the way the majority of my followers would think. And I look at me, and I still look at me, even though the shots, like I was looking at some of the shots and I was like, the quality of them and the way he's done them was amazing, but I'm still seeing me, and that's the issue is, and he can't, no matter what he does, he can't get rid of me. But no, I was adamant, I was like, no, fuck it, like, trusting these guys, and you just need to trust that, you know, stop doubting yourself that you're not good enough. And it's literally like that to and fro conversation that I always have with myself. And you need that, and you need that to keep, you know, pushing forward. Otherwise, you'll let all the old voices creep in, and you just won't bother doing anything. Do you know what I mean? And like, for me, it was a big thing for me, and the main reason I wanted to do it is like, I've gone through years of self-hate, and you know, definitely all through my teens, hated my body, and I just fucking despised it about how it looked, and the negative attention that it brought into my life, and when I was in my 20s, you know, strongman gave me a lot of confidence, and it changed my body, but I still would have been very, very cautious as to where I took the top off, and I wasn't one for, like, I would have walked around with a vest. Would have been fine in a vest, because it just, my arms were out, you know, and shorts would have been fine because my legs were always fine. It was just always chest and belly, and, you know, I'm sort of in amongst the world now that, you know, I'm healthy. I'm 150 kilos and I feel healthy. I've got a few aches and pains, but that's just with my training. If I stopped training, I know they would go away. But I'm 150, 155 kilo and I feel healthy. So that's the main thing, that I'm healthy. The other side of things, like, you know, and I'm starting to realise it more and more and more every day, you know, regards what is attraction. And like, I go through this with my clients all the time. And, you know, I try to let people see, we all have an image in our own head of what is attractive, and especially when you're attracted to the same sex, you have an image in your head of what an attractive male is, because that's what you find attractive. And whenever you're not looking like that, then you find it hard to see within yourself that you're attractive. And I think for a lot of people, you know, who are attracted to the same sex, that is probably one of the most biggest cons to the whole thing, is that unless you have the body type and have the looks that you're attractive to, you will believe that you're unattractive. Not everyone, maybe somebody's mastered this, but, you know, I've seen so many people who, you know, are slimmer and more athletic, who are dying to be like more bigger, muscular or bearish guys. We've seen transformations there on the internet and stuff where, you know, guys with six packs have transformed into guys with beer bellies because that's what they want to be. They want to be like, you know, the bear. And we've seen the opposite. We've seen guys who are massively overweight doing transformations to come down into the more physique and the more normal transformation, as opposed as the more typical transformation. And you know, it's something that it's something that I done before. Like whenever I retired from strongman a couple of years ago, I started dieting to lose weight, and I was about 27.5 stone, and I dieted and shredded right down to 19 and a half. It's just below 20 anyway. And whenever I got that size, I started really freaking out. And like, all up until there, I was really enjoying it. I was really proud of myself for what I was achieving. And then whenever I got to that coming below 20 stone mark, I noticed that I wasn't like, I didn't feel like Big Bear anymore at all. And everybody was always saying about how much weight I'd lost and how good I look. But for me, I didn't feel like Big Bear. I didn't feel that when I walked into a room, you know, I walked in with the same confidence and the same, you know, persona as I used to. And I just felt that a lot of my character was being stripped away from me. And I realised, right, I don't want to be any lighter than 20 stone. I always want to be a big guy until the time where health makes me have to be smaller. I always want to be a big guy, and you know that helped me be very proud of the size I am, and it made me see for the first time I don't actually want to be, you know, the more athletic look. It's not for me. And I guess that over the years, what's helped me massively is being out and about in the LGBT community, and you know, being more proactive on Instagram and stuff like that. And the response and the messages you get, and you know, all that has helped me so much to see. I hate saying, I hate talking like this, like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but it's made me see that my body type is a totally attractive body type, the same way as thousands and thousands of other men out there, and their bodies are the exact same. It's just more so that, you know, I guess we're led to believe that it's all about six packs, it's all about that athletic physique, but it's not. And you know, women are the exact same. I see it in my female clients all the time, where they're led to believe that skinny's the way to be. And if I show them pictures of properly skinny women, and I show them pictures of slim women, and they're like, oh, she's lovely and skinny. And I'm like, bitch, that's a bikini model, or that's an athletic fucking bodybuilder. If you were to tell that bitch that she's skinny, she'd rip your damn head off. Do you know what I mean? It's that, the association with skinny, you think you need to be skinny. And it's not, you know, you need to have that, you know, when they're thinking about being skinny, they're thinking about being athletic, and they're thinking about being slim. But the skinny thing is something that has been drummed in women's heads for years, and what has been in so many magazines and articles. But the main thing I try to say to all my clients, so many clients come to me wanting to lose weight, and you know, I would always try to figure out why, like genuinely why they want to lose weight. And if I believe there's a real, that would genuinely bring them a lot of happiness, then I'll help them make a transformation. But during that transformation, they need to experience a lot of self-pride and self-achievement, because if they don't, the transformation in itself will not make them happier. And I genuinely believe that. Like if you could come to me and say, Chris, make me 5 stone lighter, and I click my fingers and it happened, you'd walk out that door happy, but 2 days later, it wouldn't do anything for you anymore. It's more about the process and like how you've gone through it and how you've achieved it. But you know, I think that the matter, what maybe rambling on a bit here, but what I mean to say is that we all have different body types. We all have different looks. We all have different physiques. But as long as we are healthy, that is the only thing that matters. As long as you are healthy and you're fit, it is the only thing that matters. How your body looks, it doesn't matter. There is thousands and thousands and thousands of people out there who find you attractive for who you are. And there is thousands and thousands and thousands of people out there who don't find you attractive for who you are. And no matter what way you look, that is always going to be the same. And like, you know, I've seen it all the time, where a lot of my friends would be more athletically looking, as in 6 packs, ripped, beach body, chiseled, all that. And there'd be times where they would go out and they would get the attraction, and then there'd be times where I get the attraction, and then they would get the attraction, and I get the attraction, and the people that are attracted to me will snob them. People who's attracted to them will snob me. And at work, it doesn't matter if this is same sex or if it's guy and girl relationships, it doesn't matter. Like the main and the biggest attraction that you can have as a person is loving yourself and being confident in yourself. And if people see self-confidence, it's the most attractive quality out of everything. And that'll win over the right person for you. I just think that a lot of people out there need to stop trying to transform who they are and to start loving who they are. Be fit and be healthy. Like, always train to be fit, always train to be healthy. If your body isn't healthy, i.e. if it's too far overweight, being overweight doesn't mean you're unhealthy, but if it's too far overweight where it is unhealthy and it's affecting you, you need to try and lose some weight. But the whole persona of you need to be skinny, you need to be slim. Slim is the only attraction. That's fucking wrong. And that's wrong for men and for women. And loving you and loving yourself as who you are is the main thing over everything. And if you can achieve that, if you can achieve happiness for who you are, that's all you fucking need. That and your health is all you need. So I guess to sum this video up, and I guess what I'm sort of saying is, for somebody who's been involved in the fitness industry now for a lot of years, and been involved with mental health for a lot of years, I'm seeing the same pattern all the time. I'm seeing the same connection where people come to me and come to many, many other PTs and they need to make a transformation. Why? The first question should be, why do you feel you need to make a transformation? Because, you know, and then try and process that with them, you know, and I just don't believe that everybody who's a few stone overweight or a few stone heavier than what's recommended, that doesn't mean that it's not right. You know, as I say, if it comes down to solely attraction, I can tell you now, no matter what size, shape you are, there will be thousands, tens of thousands of people out there who find you totally attractive for the person you are, and there'll be equally the same amount who don't. And that doesn't matter if you're the guy standing there with a six-pack, or you're a guy standing there with a beer belly, or the woman standing there with a beach body, or the woman standing there with all the curves. It doesn't fucking matter. There's people out there who's attracted to one and not the other. Thousands and thousands. Like, the world's just so vast with the amount of attractions that people have, you know, and I believe probably 24, 25 years of my life that I was so unattractive because I carry body fat, and I'm lucky because I've came out in a community which is a lot more vocal than what the straight community would be, i.e. guys aren't scared to tell guys what they find attractive about them. But it's very rare that a woman is going to come up to a guy on a night out and go, oh my God, I love you, you're amazing, your body's, that's, you know, that's fucking rare. Like, unless you're Jimmy Dormer or like, you know, some famous fucking star. But, you know, I'm lucky I've gone in a community which has been a lot more vocal and which has helped me out a lot that way, and give me far more self-confidence. But I think that's what we all need to be in search for, self-belief and self-confidence and self-love at the end of the day, and realise that, you know, as long as you're fit and as long as you're healthy, you're fine the way you are, and you don't need to change for everybody. Be happy in the body you're in, and keep your body fit and keep your body healthy. So that's sort of the message I wanted to deliver across today, and I hope I got that across, because sometimes I just ramble on and then people listen to it back and are like, Chris, what the fuck are you on about? It's just like, that's just bullshit. But I think I got a point across there. Going to get a few more videos up over the next couple of weeks. I'm 2 weeks out from Ireland's, taking more rest days now, so I have more time and shit. So I'm going to keep you up to date with what's going on. Watch Bear Strong if you haven't watched it yet. Subscribe to the channel, like, share, do all that shit. Subscribe button's up. We'll go for that corner this time. I'll probably stick it on that one, forgetting, but we'll go for that corner. And yeah, I'll see you all good soon, guys. Take care. Love you.